After a full year in my first ever Stardew playthrough, I think I finally achieved my goal of figuring out what I'm doing. But this is year 2, and oh, we have some real goals this time around. Starting with finishing the community center. I was so close the first year, but I am still missing a few things. The second is reaching floor 100 in the skull cavern. And finally the third is making 1,000,000 total gold. Yeah, these are things most people do in their first year, but it's better late than never. This is year 2 of Stardew Valley. Like the vid? The first day of spring started with a visit from Kent. He was a soldier that had been overseas during the first year and was Jody's husband. He was just here to introduce himself. Marnie the rancher also paid me a visit, but she had a request. She wanted a cave carrot. I'm not really sure what for though. What? However, before I did anything for Marnie, I needed to set up the farm. Then I grabbed the cave carrot and headed to Marnie's. I just threw it on the ground and now she wants to eat it. What? I wanted to finish the community center as soon as possible this year, so I took note of everything I needed. The chef's bundle was the majority of items, including a fiddlehead fern, truffle, maki roll, and poppy. However, I also needed a rabbit's foot, pomegranate, 3 apples, and a pufferfish. These are the things I would target for the next couple of seasons. But I needed seeds to plant for spring, so I went to Pierre's. I purchased cauliflower seeds and got them all planted. Hey Buster, I need to plant some seeds here. Get out of the way. Joe, are you really gonna sit there? I need to get some seeds down. I think he's fertilizing the crops right now. I began the next day by grabbing a pale ale that Pam had requested in the prior year, and also a prismatic shard I had found. Someone told me that if I brought the shard to the desert, I would get an extremely good weapon. But first, I went to town and accepted a new task to catch lakefish from the bulletin board. This task seems much easier to do. Yeah, this will take no time at all. 20 lakefish? I can do that today. Then I headed for the desert, giving Pam the pale ale she requested on the way. There you are. Alright. The only problem is now I need a ride. I probably should have waited until we got back to do that. I'm not so sure I should be getting in this bus right now. Oh god. Oh god. We made it. I brought my prismatic shard to the 3 pillars when this happened. Alright, so I just stand... What? Galaxy Sword. This power is tremendous. You found the Galaxy Sword. Oh, that does so much more damage. Or this is like double the damage. And I found a new artifact. A golden mask? Can I wear that? No, you should be able to wear this. That's super cool. Which I donated to Gunther. Afterwards, I went to the lake to catch the fish that I needed. Why does that not count as a lake fish? What is a lake fish if that's not a lake fish? Is this not a lake? Certainly it looks like one. I'm not sure why, but none of these fish were counting towards lake fish, so I left this lake to try the lake near the mines. Okay, so that worked. I'm not sure how this is any more of a lake than the other one. What a great mini game. And we have done it. And that night, I received a pomegranate sapling from a tree, which was nice because I needed that pomegranate for the community center. I also didn't realize I got it until later, which was very confusing. The next morning, Demetrius sent me a farm computer crafting recipe for completing the fishing task. New crafting recipe, farm computer. I can make a computer now. I have no idea what that could be used for. I need more battery packs though. And I had noticed the pomegranate sapling in my inventory. When did I get this? Have I had this the whole time? Okay, I was thinking about buying one of these today, and now I have one. I'm actually very confused, but I guess I'll plant it. I started incubating a new chicken egg, and then claimed the ticket for completing the fishing task, which gave me a cow decal. Is that a decoration, or do I get a whole cow? Oh, it's a decal. Oh, that is just phenomenal. I decided to spend that day at the quarry stocking up on minerals. And voila, it has been done. Hitting level 10 mining that night. I feel like I have to go with Prospector because I don't even sell bars ever, really. So this will help a ton. The following day, I was exploring and found the old tree was missing, but I could repair it with 100 pieces of hardwood. Alright, I guess I need to collect some hardwood. I don't know how much I have. So I went and collected some hardwood and found this strange secret note. If you can read this, come to Secret Woods. Please bring maple syrup. What? I guess I needed to bring maple syrup to the Secret Woods. But first I went and bought a new rabbit from Marnie. Thunder. Welcome to the family, Thunder. I was hoping this is how you get a rabbit's foot since I needed one for the community center. Then I grabbed some maple syrup and headed back to the forest. What? That smell, come closer. This bear can talk? This guy looks insane, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, this guy's definitely a drug addict, addicted to maple syrup. Oh god, don't touch me. Thank you, back off. I've got something special that I want to show you. Oh no, this is headed in a very bad direction. The bear left you with his special knowledge. Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3x the gold. So that was a rather strange experience. I remember I still needed hardwood, so I went back to grab some and brought it to the tree. I just rebuilt it? I can't even go inside? Alright. The day after, I purchased a workbench from Robin. You could use this to craft stuff, and it would allow you to use the items from the chests surrounding it. That's really convenient. That way you didn't have to pull everything out to craft it. However, I was lazy. I didn't want to redo my setup at the time, so I just plopped it down. Looking back, I definitely should have taken the time to set it up. Then I found a raccoon had moved into the tree stump. Hey, raccoon. And he wanted some items. Smoked chub and 5 cockle. So I set out to catch a chub, even though I had no idea how to smoke it, and set up crab pots to catch a couple of cockles. Unfortunately, I didn't get either, but I would keep trying at it. Then I set off exploring, finding this hidden door. To enter, you needed to master all skills. I was too short, so add that to the list of goals to achieve this year. Alright, I need to master forging and combat, it looks like. I continued down to the sewers and discovered that Krobus sold a void egg, which interested me. A void egg? That's only 5,000. I wonder if I can incubate this in my coop. But I don't have enough. And after, I crafted a 10 and headed to the skull cavern to test my theory, to see if I could use it there. Alright, so I was thinking I needed this for the skull cavern, but this kind of sounds like it won't work in the skull cavern. I'm still gonna try it. And I finally got to test out my new sword. This sword is so much better. That just hit a 200. Hey, we just got a rabbit's foot. That will help with the collection log. I guess I didn't need to buy that rabbit. Also, I could never figure out how to kill these bugs. Hey, this is the deepest we've gone to yet. Level 27. Hey, we're finally finding iridium, so we're getting deep enough. Alright, I'm going to test if this tent thing works. So if I put this down here... Unfortunately, the tent idea failed. This means you need to descend the full 100 levels in a single day. Alright, level 40 achieved. I cooked up the iridium I found from the skull cavern the next morning, and went and donated the rabbit's foot. Then I processed the geodes and donated the new items I found. Come on, Gunther, give me something. The iridium was done when I got back, and this meant I could now make iridium sprinklers. The following day, I still had not caught any cockles, so I decided to upgrade my system, crafting a second deluxe worm bin, 5 more crab pots, and moving them to the ocean, hoping I'd have better luck there. On my way back, I accepted another quest for Demetrius to catch largemouth bass. This task seems so much easier. We're just gonna do the fishing one again. This bone task sucks. So I went up to the lake and started fishing, catching a largemouth bass right away. But I needed 9 more and couldn't catch another one if my life depended on it. I'm not sure Demetrius knows what he's talking about because it does not seem like the largemouth bass is overpopulated. Maybe the carp or the chub or even the bullhead, but definitely not the largemouth bass. I returned home and turned all the fish into sashimi out of frustration, but I would return to fishing the next day. Oh my gosh, finally another. Ah, I see I can make a bait maker, and this will create targeted bait for the fish. I need to go make one of these ASAP. So I crafted a bait maker. And then I just put this in here. Alright, I gotta wait for that to finish. Hopefully that makes a decent amount. Oh my god, that was fast. Then headed back to fishing. Oh yeah, let's go. The bait maker made this so much faster. I still don't believe that they were overpopulated if I had to go make custom bait for these things. Then I went to town and claimed the ticket for completing the quest and got some Omni Geodes. After which, I went and checked my crab pots. Hey, 3 cockles already. Then I crafted some more lightning rods back at the farm to make the most of this stormy day. And Gernard had fully grown. You are one chunky pig. What do I do with it? I still didn't know what pigs gave you, but it definitely wasn't milk. There were a lot of batteries the next morning. Oh yeah. The extra lightning rods had paid off. And I returned to the crab pots, but unfortunately no cockles today. Then I headed over to the skull cavern for the day, looking for more iridium. I had only found enough to make 2 bars. And that morning, the egg finished incubating. A new baby chick hatched. Alright, we'll go with Rocky. Welcome, Rocky. I went and collected the crab pots after, finding the last couple cockles I needed. That should be enough cockles. Now we just need the smoked chub. Since the incubator wasn't in use anymore, I visited Krobus and purchased a void egg. Then started incubating it. Oh, that actually worked. Afterwards, I took the cockle to the raccoon. I then tried to figure out how to smoke the chub, and using a campfire was not the answer. That didn't work. I received a notice about the egg festival from the mayor the following day. This time I'm winning the Easter egg hunt. I also learned that the TV tells you your luck for the day. This is super important, especially if you plan on doing skull cavern trips, because your luck determines how fast you find ladders in the mine. Since I had good luck, I decided to do a skull cavern trip today. I did not mean to do that. Where the hell is Pam? She better not be drunk again. Hustle, Pam. I made it the deepest yet in the cavern. 46. Not bad. My cauliflower had finished growing the next morning. 6,000 and 1,500. Not too bad. Then it was finally time to create iridium sprinklers. These could cover triple the ground that quality sprinklers could. I made some space, got them placed, and tilled the soil before heading in town for some seeds. Only to remember it was the day of the egg festival. Oh my god, I missed the egg festival. That's crazy, it's already over. Because of this, Piers was locked, so I tried Jojamart. Even Jojamart? That's crazy. I guess replanting would have to wait until tomorrow. And I would have to wait another full year to be the egg festival champion. 27,000, pretty good day. Oh, look at that. I was notified that a 3-day festival would begin the next day in the desert, and there was no chance I would miss out on this one. Then, I set up the scarecrows I had collected and went to Pierre's to buy some seeds and fertilizer. Spending the day getting all the seeds planted. Evelyn asked me for a leek the next day. Just go to the grocery store. I had one already, so I brought it over to her. Then I made my way to the festival in the desert. Whoa. What are these? Dinosaur eggs? Where I did some exploring and met some suspicious people. Suspicious guy. Hey kid, you been watching these races? Pretty exciting, huh? Just pick a racer and their next race will be a real stinker. Catch my drift. It'll cost 1 calcio egg. I don't even have one. Got a makeover. What am I wearing? Alright, that's better. Watched a race. Oh, these are the races. Go. Oh my god. What is that? Is it a squirrel in a shoe? And got some free food. Oh, I got speed boost. Nice. Then I participated in a fishing challenge, which was rather easy. I got 25 calico eggs for that. These calico eggs are a currency that could be traded in for prizes during the festival. And during the festival, you could find calico eggs in the skull cavern. The deeper you go, the more you get. So I journeyed down looking for some. And after leaving the cavern, I found out you can also accept daily challenges to earn more eggs. Lastly, I talked with the cactus man, who I think roasted me. What is that supposed to mean? But he did give me a funky cactus. This is what my house was missing. I prepped the next day to go deep in the skull cavern, and then headed to the desert festival. Wait, I have to drive myself, and I still have to pay? I'm not sure that makes any sense. Before diving into the skull cavern, I got another makeover. Perfect. This time I made sure to pick up a quest as well. I needed to kill 10 serpents. Then into the cave I went, having a couple close calls. That was so close. Before a serpent got the better of me. No way. Losing 30 eggs. Oh my gosh. Luckily though, this just took me back to the festival rather than ending the day, where I found a traveling merchant selling truffles, which I needed for the community center. The following day, I took the truffle to the community center. Only 6 items remained. Then I accepted a quest to grow 25 gold star vegetables for Pierre. This should be super easy, since I have corn growing in the greenhouse. When I got back to the farm, I had found that the void egg had hatched. It looks odd. I named her Vader. Then I returned to the desert for the final day of the festival, where I spent too much of my time trying to gamble on a race winner. But then King Sting won me some eggs with this incredible comeback. Let's go! Let's go! The traveling merchant also had a pomegranate this day, which was another item I needed for the community center. She's turning out to be very clutch. I got the pomegranate donated the next morning, finishing the enchanter's bundle. My crops were ready for harvesting in the greenhouse, so I could start donating the gold star ones to Pierre. And my ancient fruit plant finally finished growing. These sold for a ridiculous amount of gold, and would eventually be my path to 1 million gold in the future. I tossed it in the keg to see how much more this could sell for. Then I spent some time gathering resources. It was time for my barn animals to finally see the outside world, so I started building a fenced off area for them. I know, it was still a little small for all of them, and I wanted to do the same for the coop, but there was absolutely no room, so they'd just have to wait. Then I went to buy some deluxe bait from Willie, only to discover he has the fish smoker recipe. Oh, I see, he has the fish smoker. So I purchased that instead. Now I would finally be able to smoke the chub for the raccoon. However, the smoker required a cave jelly which I had never caught before. So I went to the mines and started fishing. Only to catch a ton of junk. What? I've only caught trash. I'm trying a new level. Even more trash. It was so much junk, I thought I must have had the worst possible luck that day. But it turns out they just are kind of rare. And after a little while, I managed to catch one. Oh, there we go. First time cave jelly. Then I went back, crafted the smoker, and smoked the chub. I took it to the raccoon to finish off his bundle. Thanks, Bobo. And I was rewarded with some carrot seeds that I'd plant in the greenhouse. Now maybe I find a wife. I did a lot of foraging the next day trying to reach level 10. And when I came back to the farm, I'd found a truffle in the barn pen. Turns out pigs dig up truffles for you, and they sell for a boatload of money, especially if you turn it into truffle oil. Also, my void chicken grew up and laid a void egg. Ooh. That's sick. Which I tossed into the mayo machine. Oh my god, I can actually do that. I wonder what that's gonna make. And it turned into void mayonnaise. What the? Pierre requested some sashimi the following day. Since I had some ready, I went and gave him one. And then I spent the rest of the day in the skull cavern trying to get even more iridium. I took some artifacts I'd found in the cavern to Gunther the next day, which gave me a reward. Wow, a skeleton. Very cool. The carrot seeds I had gotten from the raccoon had finished growing, so I harvested them. And then I brought the gold star ones to Pierre. On my way out, I accepted a quest to go kill 2 squid kids for the wizard. So off to the mines I went. While I was there, I completed a slayer goal for killing a certain amount of bats. Goal complete, see Gil for your reward. So I went to Gil and got a new ring. Gain a little health every time you slay a monster. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I think I'll swap that out with this one. Then back to squid kid hunting I went. These things were much harder to find than I thought, but I managed to kill one that day. The following day, I received mail about the upcoming flower dance. Flower dance tomorrow? And then returned to the mine to find one more squid kid. You've got new ideas to sleep on. Oh my gosh, I finally leveled up combat. Oh my gosh, finally. So I left to find the wizard and claimed my reward. Thank you. Since I leveled up my combat, the only thing left I had to do was get level 10 forging to master all skills. So I just spent the rest of the day forging. Level up. I wonder if this stacks. Deal 15% more damage on top of the 10% damage we already do. I'm choosing brute, just in case it does. That's 25% more damage versus 25 health. I don't care about. Then it was the day of the flower dance. And before attending, I forged as much as possible. Finally, we got the level. You got some new ideas to sleep on. That should be it. A little bit of energy left. Time to make an appearance at the dance. It was once again a year of no dancing for me. The ancient fruit wine finished that night, and it sold for 2,300 coins. Ooh, that's expensive. This got me thinking I need to sell more of this stuff. Level 10. I feel like this lumberjack's really good. Get hardwood from every tree we chop now. I don't ever sell syrups. The next morning, I got this cryptic message. A new way is open. I assumed it was for the mastery door, so I headed that way. I should be able to go in here now. The final path. 285 out of 10,000. This room had skill masteries that you could achieve by continuing to level your skills. Each mastery had its own benefits, so I looked through them quickly. But it would be a while until I actually unlocked any of them. There was also a note on the floor from Grandpa explaining the room. I'm not gonna lie, this grandpa of mine was very thorough with setting stuff up. This guy took no shortcuts. Later that day, I accepted a quest to deliver Sebastian a sandfish because I already had one in my chest. So I grabbed it and went looking for him. But ultimately, it came down to standing outside his front door and waiting for him to show up. I got you, Sebastian. All my cauliflower was finished growing the next day. Some of it turned out much larger than expected. What the heck happened here? I'm so confused. How do I harvest it? These big boys gave double the expected amount of cauliflower. 18? Oh my gosh. That is a lot of cauliflower. Then I harvested some corn in the greenhouse and took the gold star veggies to Pierre to finish off the task. After that, I headed to Marnie's to purchase some supplies. Oh, look at that. Only to find the raccoon had found himself a wife. Also, he wanted more items. Need fruit, dried oranges, peach jelly. Oh, you can buy stuff from her. I went back to Marnie's and purchased an auto grabber. This was revolutionary. No more milking cows or shearing sheep. I would love to get one for my chickens next. As you can see, I sometimes went days without gathering the eggs. Then, I claimed the ticket for completing Pierre's quests and received 4 kegs. This would help kickstart my brewing empire. I decided I would expand my farm for summer, so I crafted 4 more iridium sprinklers and got them placed. 66,000. Oh my gosh. One more coin. That could have been interesting. Almost to half a mil. The next day, I went to Pierre's to buy the dehydrator recipe and a peach sapling because of the raccoon's request. I got the peach sapling planted outside. I learned later you could actually plant these in the greenhouse. Then I went to craft the dehydrator. Oh my gosh, that's what it looks like. I guess I already had one. I just didn't realize it. I finished that day by doing some fishing. I'd appreciate if you didn't blow clouds in my face while I fish. Thank you. What are you looking at? The last day of spring, I received a mini shipping bin from Pierre. And then I worked on turning my ingots to copper bars. Most of the mahogany trees I planted in the greenhouse grew, so I chopped them down. And I replanted oak trees this time because I wanted more oak resin to make even more kegs. Also, I ended up tapping this strange tree just to see what it would give me. Lastly, I crafted a couple seed makers to turn my ancient fruits into seeds. My goal was to fill the entire greenhouse with ancient fruit. The orange tree finally started producing on the first day of summer. And I got to plowing the field when I realized this. What the heck was that? So apparently you could charge up your hoe to hit more spots. That's crazy. Why would nobody tell me this? Then I did the usual and bought seeds and fertilizer from Pierre. I made sure to buy poppy seeds this time for the community center bundle and started to get them planted. But of course, I didn't buy enough fertilizer. So I went to the beach to get some fish to make some. You could combine fish and sap to create 2 fertilizer. And on the way, I accepted a new quest to bring Emily some crystals. Oh, this should be easy. I probably have all of these already. So I emptied the crab pots, made the fertilizer, and got back to planting. But of course, I didn't buy enough seeds either, or get them all watered in time. Alright, so everything's gonna just be a little bit off then. Putting a tapper on the strange tree paid off because it gave me a fiddlehead fern, which I needed for the community center. Ooh, this is what I needed. Then I headed to Pierre's to buy the seeds I needed, but accepted a quest to catch a pufferfish on the way. I still needed a pufferfish for the community center, so I thought this would be a great time to knock it out. After, I bought the remaining seeds, this time getting red cabbage seeds, and I headed to the beach to catch a pufferfish. Oh my gosh, very first fish. I need this for the fish bundle, but I also need one for Mayor Lewis. Wow, that was actually really easy. These sell for 500? I might have to catch a couple more. I got the fish to Mayor Lewis. Oh, there you are. Thank you. Wait, what was going on in there? Everyone's pumping iron in here. Wanna join? Then I went and completed the fish bundle. After I went and got the seeds planted. Well, that's awkward. I'm like 100 seeds short. Why did I not just buy way more? That night, because I finished the fishing bundle, the Genuimo got rid of the glittering boulder. I totally forgot about that. What are they doing? I was curious about what this did, so I headed up there the next morning. Willie was there and told me that the ore was flowing from the mountain and I could start panning for it in the river. I got a copper pan. How the heck do I use it? I still needed seeds and Pierre was closed. Of course you are. So I headed over to Jojamart. If I have to come back to buy more seeds, I swear I'm gonna lose it. I fortunately bought enough seeds this time and got them planted. Then I remembered I still needed to bring Emily all the crystals. So I grabbed one of each and went looking for her. I had a couple things of mail from Emily the next day. One was a salad recipe, and the other was a sewing machine. The ancient fruit had finally regrown, so it was time to start duplicating it in the seed maker. Then I went to Marnie's to buy more pigs. They just made so much money. Chumpkin. Welcome to the farm, Chumpkin. Hope you find a lot of truffles. With adding a new pig, I thought I better expand their pen size. And I gave them some grass to munch on. This is what I'm trying to make right here. Ancient fruit wine. 4,600 for these two. Oh, nice. This place would be full soon. Green rain descended on the valley the next day, and I finally harvested enough oranges to start dehydrating them. Then spent time clearing the farm. Chicken statue. Interesting. And tapping the oak trees that had grown. New reward. I got a chicken statue reward that I put in front of the coop, which actually reminded me to check on the chickens. Holy eggs. The next morning, Demetrius had a request. 1,000 gold for a pufferfish. I will take that quest. Hey, these are finished. And I took the dried oranges to the raccoon. There you are. Now I just needed the peach jelly. Then I went fishing to catch a pufferfish for Demetrius. Then I started prepping for a deep dive in the skull cavern. Alright, this is the inventory we are going with. We should be all set. We have 60 bombs. I don't even know if I should bring these cherry bombs, but I'm going to. Plenty of food. Let's hopefully make it to level 100 tomorrow, if we have good luck. I'm only going if we have good luck. The following morning, I was praying for good luck. Alright, please give us good luck. Wait, first we gotta watch the Queen of Sauce. Good humor. There we go. Not the best, but that's good enough. Then I headed to the bus stop. Alright, Pam should be showing up here soon. Alright, hustle, hustle, let's go. We got places to be. The journey of the Skull Cavern began, trying to make it to level 100. Alright, Mega Bomb, go! Oh my gosh, that does so much more area than I thought. 8 levels already, massive. While down there, I reached my first mastery level. I got my very first mastery, I think, complete. So we can do that now. I made it to level 76, but was running out of time. Oh, another shard! So we did not make it to level 100, but we did come out with a decent amount of loot. 70 iridium ore. A ton of omni geodes. Now I just gotta make this iridium, and I would like to do some upgrades. I turned all the iridium ore into bars. Then harvested some poppies and donated one to the community center. Maki roll is all that remains. On the way to the blacksmith's, I accepted a quest for the wizard. He needs me to kill slimes. Then got all the geodes opened, donated all the new minerals to Gunther. I'm unsure if I should donate this, but I'm gonna do it. I'll hide in the back just in case I want to steal it later. Ooh, another crystallarium. After, I made my way to the mastery room to get my first unlock. Alright, after reading through these, I'm gonna have to go with the mining mastery, just because we want to get to the bottom of the skull cavern first. And this makes it so gem bearing rocks now grant twice the gems, which is amazing. This is a nice little buff to mining if I can make that, and the heavy furnace will help with making more items later too. So I'm starting with mining mastery. I got the new crystallarium placed, and a diamond put in it. Wow, to make this totem we need 20 iridium bars. Alright, looks like we gotta do a lot of mining to get that. I had a lot of empty space in my greenhouse, so I decided to purchase some starfruit to plant there. I also checked what the other shop sold. This person sells a warp to desert totem, which could be pretty good. Yeah, that way I could get to the desert 4 hours earlier. I could swap out my omni geodes for desert totems. Or artifact troves, so next time I'm gonna do that. Before getting the seeds planted. I then remembered I still needed to find a prismatic slime for the wizard, so I ended the day in the mines. Oh yeah, 2 diamonds now from that, that's huge. I wasn't lucky, however, and did not find one. The next day, I had a ton of batteries ready. Thank you very much. I forgot it was thundering. Alright, so with all of those bars cooked, we are at 24 of them now. Then back to the mines I went to find that prismatic slime. Unfortunately, no slime. No luck again today. The following day, before returning to hunt for the slime, I cleared out some space next to the greenhouse. Then went to Robin's to buy a shed. Oh, it's 15,000. I thought it was 10,000. I don't have enough for this. I was going to fill the shed with kegs, but I guess they would just have to be outside for now. Then back to the hunt I went. This guy has a star. This has to be it. Nope, not it. Oh my gosh, that's it. That's gotta be it for sure. Prismatic jelly. There we go. Gotta bring it to the wizard. It was too late that night, so I decided I would bring it to him the next day. Most of my cabbages were also ready to be harvested. I decided to save them for the kegs. Then headed to the wizard tower. Oh, that's right. The luau today. It was the day of the luau, so everyone was at the beach. I feel like every time I need something, there's always something else going on. I'll bring a spring onion for the luau. I tossed my spring onion in the pot and began the feast. It's actually kind of disgusting. I think I'll pass on the soup this year. I didn't know he didn't like those spring onions. Now it was finally time to deliver the prismatic jelly to the wizard. Now we have enough money to actually buy the shed. Now I had to move the kegs before building the shed. Then went to Robin's again and got it built. Then I purchased and planted some melon seeds where the red cabbage had grown, and finished that night prepping for a second attempt at descending the skull cavern. Oh yeah, very happy today. Let's go. Let's make the most of this. Skull cavern, here we come. While I waited for Pam to get to the bus stop, I harvested some of my melons that finished growing. Oh my god, that looks wrong. That looks just disturbing. What the heck? Then headed into the skull cavern. The heck is this? Dinosaur egg? That's cool. Monster slaying goal complete. See Gil for your reward. But we're only on level 38 and it's 920. I thought I was supposed to have good luck right now. Oh my god, now we get 2 holes. Oh, chest. Red slime egg can be hatched in a slime incubator. I don't know what this was talking about. I was not lucky. At least I came away with some decent loot. And I know to take this to the desert trader. Wait, can I incubate the dinosaur egg? Oh my gosh, I can. No way, that's awesome. Am I gonna get a dinosaur? I took care of the melons that had finished growing the next day. Another 28 grand coming on the way. Wait, this is already done? Oh, this is massive. So I crafted more kegs. 8 more kegs. We're at 17 already, wow. And got them placed in the shed. Then I headed to the desert to trade my Omni Geodes. So I want at least 1 totem. Yeah, and then I can buy a totem every time I do this. So let's buy one of these for sure. She sells staircases for a jade? Wait, that's actually... I have a ton of jades, I think. Also, we could just put jades in the crystal lyrium and then build a ton of staircases from her. That might be the move. So I'm gonna buy 2 of these then. This lady had some great deals and I was gonna take advantage of them. Then I headed to Clint's to open the artifact troves. And I got a couple new things to donate. Sloth skeleton. I purchased some melon seeds on the way home. My house is turning into a museum. And got them all planted. I then crafted 3 more crystallariums and got them set up to duplicate jades. So each of those should give us 5 staircases every time they produce, which will be massive. Kent was asking for a starfruit the next day, and I was able to harvest the last batch of melons. Another chunk of change is coming our way. I went into town and accepted a quest to ship 100 bushels of wheat. So I walked to Pierre's and purchased wheat seeds. And got them planted. After, I made my way to Robin's. Alright, this is what I've wanted to do for a little while now. Upgrade my house. Let's do it. Then, I tried to get some more minerals from the skull cavern. Not a whole lot of stuff, but at least a couple things. The next day, the jades were done. Our first round of jades are done. That was a lot faster than diamonds. They only took around 2 days to duplicate. I think it's about time we finally upgrade this steel hoe. So I headed over to Clint's to upgrade the hoe. But I had shown up too early. Oh, there's actually a pannable spot right there. I gotta go get my pan, I'll be back. Hopefully it's still there by the time I come back. I absolutely jinxed myself saying that. Oh, are you kidding me? I was so close. I was like, what do you want? Then I remembered the reason I was here and upgraded my hoe. I also tried being nice and giving a gift. That's such a stupid gift. These pigs are really producing now, a lot of money. Yeah, each of these selling for 1,400 gold. I went back to the skull cavern later for a quick visit because I didn't know what else to do. You have reached a new level of understanding. Hey, we just have gotten enough for our next mastery point. I have no idea what I'm gonna unlock, but we'll do that the next day. Nice, we got a second dinosaur egg. We can donate that one to Gunther. I donated the dinosaur egg to Gunther the next day, before heading to the mastery room. So I thought I was gonna go with combat, but I think I'm gonna go with forging, because I can now find golden mystery boxes, which would contain superior items, and that kind of sounds nice. The other one that sounds nice is farming, because it comes with the iridium scythe. It also gives you this golden animal cracker, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go forging because I really want to find these golden mystery boxes. And now I can craft these treasure totems, but I need mystic syrup, which probably comes from the mystic tree seed, which I could probably start to grow a couple of these. I went back and started crafting the saplings. Alright, we got enough to make 2 of them for now. I guess for now I'm just gonna plant them right here. I was just looking through all the collection stuff when I made a realization. Wait, maki roll, I could have made this? All I need is rice, seaweed, and any fish. Can I buy rice? Yeah, I could just buy rice. Wait, I can make this. Rice? Then I went down to the ocean to try to catch some seaweed. Finally. Look how many fish that took. Just for seaweed. We can finally make a maki roll. Boom. Let's go donate it. Bundle complete. The last one we have is the fodder bundle. The community center was almost complete. The house finished upgrading the following day. Oh my gosh. Our house is ginormous now. Also, why is the painting in front of the bed? How does that keep happening? My hoe was also finished, so I went and collected it. I really should upgrade the pickaxe, but I also don't want to lose my pickaxe for a couple days. I was scared to not have my pickaxe, so I brought back 5 iridium bars and upgraded the axe. Then spent the day in the skull cavern. Another cactus. Now our cactus will have a buddy. Alright, not too bad for how short we were in there. Made it to level 23. But I stopped at the trader on the way back. I'm gonna make sure I buy some more spicy eels. I also just realized she doesn't have the staircases anymore in here. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why she doesn't have the staircases anymore. I thought my master plan to get to the bottom was ruined. So I'm ashamed, but I looked it up. This was one of the few things I looked up. And I found out apparently she only sells the staircases on Sundays. So the plan was still a go. Look at that. Now he has a buddy. I decided to speed up the jade creation process the next morning. Alright, I've made 5 more crystallariums. I'm just gonna have them like this, so now we should be getting 10 staircases every time they produce. My first batch of wheat was also ready to harvest. And when I pet Joe that morning, I got a message saying he loves me. Hey, max heart with Joe. Robin was back at work, so I had her move some buildings around my farm, moving all the silos and the coop. I also had her put in a shipping bin right in front of the greenhouse. Then I gave the coop animals the outdoor space they long deserved. And for the first time, they saw the light of day. The last time one of my chickens saw the sun, they got eaten by wolves. Rip Growlu. My axe was finished upgrading the next day. And I bought the big chest recipe from Robin and some floor decorations. And I finally took the time to set up the workbench. The quality of life of having this increased immensely. I cannot believe I took so long to do this. I did accidentally blow it up though. Oh my god. Are you serious? Thankfully Robin was still open. Then I spent some time improving the farm's pathing. The following morning, the mayor needed truffle oil. I know exactly why this guy needs this. Mayor Lewis, you sly dog. But before heading to Mayor Lewis, I had some wine that needed to be collected. I also had gathered 11 oak resin, so I crafted more kegs. Then I found my way to Mayor Lewis. It's high quality, very slick. Then I went back to the Skull Cavern. I spent a lot of my time there this season because I didn't really know what else to do. But that would definitely change later. Hey, my first golden mystery box. The starfruit finished growing the next day. So these already sell for combined of like over 20k. Then when we put them in the kegs, they'll sell for way more. And then I went to Clint's to open the golden mystery box. A mystery hat? Made from the leftovers of a mystery box. Does it do anything? It looks kind of cool. I like it. I saw there was a new quest available on my way back to the farm. Alright, we've already done this one, so we might as well try and do the bones. 100 pieces of bone for our studies. We'll give it a go. I attempted this quest the first year, but gave up because collecting bones took forever. I then went to the Skull Cavern to try and find bones for the quest. Oh my gosh. 2 miner's tree, 3 solar essence, a gold box, and a geode. That was crazy. Alright, we made it to level 33. We got a decent amount of stuff, but only 2 bones. So I think we're better off in the regular mine, just going through the levels with the skeletons. We'll see if that's better. The next day before hitting the mines, I harvested the remaining wheat and got it shipped. Then I went to the mines. My strategy was just to keep going up and down the elevator on the skeleton levels. I already have 4 bone fragments on my first kill. Alright, look at that. First day doing this, 65 bone fragments. Way better than 2. And we also got something we can donate to Gunther as well. I headed back to the mines the next day and did the exact same thing. New t-shirt. Toasted t-shirt? Jeez, what an outfit I got on. Hey, we did it. I got the bones donated and gave Gunther the artifact I'd found. I had 2 tickets stacked up, which gave me a star drop tea and a treasure chest. I have 3 of these star drop teas. I need to use them eventually. Ooh, one of these trees finished growing, so we can tap it now. Then I harvested all the melons and sold them. We're approaching the 1 million mark. When I went outside, I had a new bone meal recipe in the mail from Gunther. Turns bones into fertilizers. That could be useful. I have a couple bone items just laying around. Then I headed to Clint's to upgrade my pickaxe. Alright, time for the pickaxe upgrade. And I forgot the bars. Alright, here we go. I decided to spend that day doing a little farm redecoration. And I moved stuff around in my house as well. Last harvest of the year. 42,000 for that, 25 for that, and another 5 for that. However, we're going to hold on to these ones for now just in case we need them. I also started to disassemble the sprinkler system. I would also like to build a shed. I'm going to build it here, but I'm going to eventually move these, but I'll just move the shed later. We need to start building it right now. So I went to Robin's and had her start working on a new shed. The following day, my dinosaur egg hatched. A new baby lizard hatched? My dinosaur is going to be born. Do I get to name him? Rexalina. Oh my god, look at all the eggs I haven't picked up. What? I can't even think of what this animal is going to produce. We got more ancient fruit. 6 more. That's huge. We're now at 79 jades. That's probably good. I'm going to put the diamonds back in the machines. These 89 jades we can turn into staircases and almost guarantee we make it to floor 100. I went to reclaim my pickaxe from Clint after. Oh, sweet pickaxe, I missed you. Also, the bookseller was in town. You run a little bit faster. That's really nice. I'm definitely purchasing that. And I'll run faster through grass and crops. Why not? I have a whole bunch of money right now. I spent the day clearing the quarry, and when I returned to the farm, I had wine ready. I got some new kegs crafted and filled them, completely forgetting that I needed to give Kent one of those star fruits. Oh well, he can suck it. Then I prepped my inventory that night for a deep dive into the Skull Cavern. Alright, what's our luck like? Well, that's unfortunate. I think I'm still gonna just have to go do it. So even though we had bad luck, on the last day of summer, I went for what had to be a successful deep dive to floor 100 in the Skull Cavern. No time to waste, let's get in there. And the descent began. There's a ladder right there. Hey, ain't wasting stairs. At first, I was trying not to use all the stairs, but then it turned into this. The deeper I got, the better the loot became. Another chest, an auto grabber, that's gonna be massive. What am I doing? Oh my god, there's 3 of these guys. Oh, another shard. For this day being unlucky, we've been pretty lucky so far. Oh my gosh, we're finding the jackpot. Look at this. Look at this dodging skills. You could tell we're getting deep in the mines now. We're so close. We are 1 level away. I'm eating just to make sure I don't die from anything. Here we go, level 100. And with that, we achieved our first goal of reaching floor 100 in the skull cavern. This must be key, yep. Does this guy live down here? Come closer now, don't be shy. I'm gonna be a little shy, I'm not gonna lie. I heard you were attempting a deep dive in these caverns today. No, you didn't. Oh, he knows I use staircases? What? Now go over to the table and drink the special milk I prepared for you. Mr. Key, I think I'm gonna pass on this one. Iridium snake milk. I don't think snakes make milk. Yeah, there you go. The taste is awful and the texture's even worse. All I'm saying is Mr. Key is iridium color, and I'm guessing it didn't come from any of these snakes. So this goes even deeper. Oh my gosh, I thought that would be the bottom. I guess now we just collect as much stuff as we can. We already have 174 iridium ore. I've reached a new level of understanding. Another mastery. Another prismatic shard. 2 in this one run. Another one! They must be much more common down here because 3 of them seems crazy to find. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. 5? What do you even do with these shards? Alright, and this is where I guess I call it and go back. Insane loot from that run. 350 iridium and 5 prismatic shards. And then the auto grabber is also extremely helpful because I was gonna pay 25k for that and now I get it free. This run was extremely successful and would help set me up for the rest of the year. It was the first day of fall and my apple tree finally started producing apples. This was the last item I needed for the community center. But before bringing it there, I got the auto grabber placed in the coop. So hopefully I just never have to do this again. And then I headed over. That is the community center complete and the second goal checked off the list. The only remaining goal now is to get 1 million total gold. Goodbye. Oh, they're waving. Oh, it looks all nice on the outside now too. Then I purchased my fall seeds from Pierre's. But before planting them, I went over to the mastery room to get my 3rd unlock. I'm gonna go with farming. The iridium scythe just looks kind of sick. And I'm gonna be doing a lot of farming, so it should be very helpful. I ended the day by getting the farm looking all nice this season, putting tiles around the crops. Alright, I'll have to finish it up tomorrow, but looks like this right now. I kind of like it, and I'm gonna have to throw some scarecrows down too. I got an achievement the next day because I completed the community center. Wow, I got a lot of hearts from that. Then I got to tilling the farm, and I got the fertilizer put down. Well, we were short on fertilizer, meaning we're gonna be short on pumpkin seeds. So I'm gonna go buy both real quick before I do more planting. So I headed into town, and people were celebrating the finished community center. So people are happy the community center is open. Especially Marnie. A little too happy, I'm not gonna lie. I was given an award from Mayor Lewis. Whoa, that's a big trophy. Then Morris came in, complaining about his sales plummeting. Morris is a crazy man. Pierre walked up to square up against him. Let's settle this the old-fashioned way. Duke it out, guys. Oh. He actually is trying to box him. No way. Get him! The old man just yelling. What did he just do? Morris and his Jojamart cronies were never heard from again? Is that the end of Jojamart? I honestly completely forgot what was I doing. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to buy more seeds. I purchased more seeds from Pierre, then went to Jojamart. And it was true, they were shut down for good. I got all the seeds planted, and watered a third of them before giving up and letting the sprinklers take care of it the next day. I ended the day by creating some heavy furnaces and placing them in the shed. The next morning, I had a lot of mail. And I mean a lot. Everybody's giving me recipes. I wonder if it's because I just got new heart levels with all these people. Oh my gosh. Yeah, literally 5 recipes. Another one? 6 recipes. No, another one. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, this isn't one. Pierre's General Store is now open 7 days a week. Okay, cool. Pierre's is open more. Oh, jeez, more mail. Most were recipes, but one was something very interesting. I've unlocked the back room of the shop. Come by when you have a chance. There's something I want to show you. Before I went to Willie's, though, I did some chores on the farm. Ooh, we got our first syrup or whatever this is. And went to Clint for an upgrade. Even though I don't use it a whole bunch, I'm going to upgrade my steel pan. Then, headed to Willie's, accepting a new task to catch riverfish on the way. In Willie's back room, he showed me an old boat that needed to be fixed up. I can't believe that thing's floating. To fix it up, he needed 200 pieces of hardwood, 5 battery packs, and 5 iridium bars. And if I could get it fixed up, he'd be able to take me out to the Fern Islands. Nah, I'll pass. I'm just kidding. I like to help. So I returned to the farm to get the materials, and returned to the ship and fixed everything up. The boat will be repaired overnight. Wow, that was pretty easy. You should have asked me that a long time ago. And I still have time to hopefully catch the 20 river fish. So I spent the remaining time that day fishing. And that night, Willie and Robin fixed up the old ship. I was really curious, so I headed down to Willie's the next morning. I really have to pay $1,000 for this? I built the whole thing. That's crazy. Oh well. And Willie took me out for a ride on the boat. I discovered Ginger Island, and with that, there was a lot of new stuff to explore. Oh my god, a person? I followed the person into the trees, finding new stuff. Got a golden walnut. There was a parrot that wanted the golden walnut I just found, so I handed it over. And this happened. The boy looks at you with curious eyes. Is he making parrot noises? I would have to make friends with the parrots to gain this kid's trust. So I went back to exploring the island. Oh, what is that? Little fire thing? Hidden around the island were golden walnuts, which you could give to parrots to unlock new things. I continued to follow the flame into the mountain, but I didn't know how to get across the lava river, so I went back to exploring. Ooh, a giant turtle. So I probably need 10 for this thing to move. And I discovered the treasure on this island was crazy good. 2 artifact troves and 2 omni geodes? That's really good. I didn't know what to do, so I went back to the parrot. 15 hidden in the north? Oh, there's 50. Tells me where they are. Interesting. And then I heard some weird noise, so I checked it out. Somebody's stuck up here in the top left. Wow, either I'm missing something or I need to raise a lot of money. So I just returned to the farm. I took care of some stuff around the farm the next morning. I don't know what I'm doing with the diamonds. I'm swapping this back to jades so we can descend in the mine again. Before heading off back to Ginger Island to do some more exploring and find more golden walnuts. Can I fish in here? Oh, I can. So I did some fishing. Blue discus, that's new. I accidentally trashed a journal scrap thinking it was garbage. But you could find these and collect them, like with the secret notes. Oh, I can read it. I shouldn't have thrown another one away. Whoops. I ended up doing a lot of fishing. Oh, I caught a golden walnut. I wanted to get 10 walnuts to move the big turtle in front of the island. Yes, 3 of them. Yes, that's 4. Oh my gosh, back to back, 5. This strategy was working. That's 6. I don't know how, so I returned to fishing the next day. Okay, I'm giving up. We've caught way too many fish. This is probably not the way you're supposed to do it anyways, but it was working. I returned to the farm and grabbed some iridium to go and upgrade my hoe. And when I returned, all the wine had finished fermenting. Oh yeah, it smells like money. 63,000 for the star fruit and 20,000 for the melon. Then I got all the kegs refilled. 90,000. That's gotta be the most I've ever earned in one day. Only 40,000 off 1 million. Rex, have you given me anything yet? Oh, just another dino egg. Wait, can I make dinosaur mayonnaise? Oh, no way, you can. I then went to Robin to have her build me a shed. Except I forgot to bring wood, so I borrowed some of her trees. I'm sure they'll grow back. Alright, this shed is gonna go down here, because this is gonna be for the truffle operation. When I get more pigs, I'm gonna put a ton of oil makers in this one. Ooh, the dino mayo's done. 1,100 coins, it's not bad. Alright, this is the last harvest of these stuff. And I'm gonna get rid of it all and put some better sprinklers down. So I removed all the corn and peppers. Ultimately, I'm gonna have these everywhere in here, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I also want to test if you can grow a fruit tree indoors, and maybe it will produce fruit year round, because that way I can get peaches before the end of the year and finish off the quest for the raccoon. So I went to Pierre's to buy saplings. I just missed it. Are you kidding me? These are the times when I wish Jojamart was still there. Jody came over the next morning and asked if I would have dinner with her family. She requested I bring a largemouth bass with me. I would have to go catch one today, but first my hoe was finished upgrading. So I went to Clint's and collected it, taking it out for a spin. Oh, that's sick. Then I went up to the lake to catch the bass, which didn't take too long. Largemouth bass caught. But I continued fishing because I wanted to catch 5 green algae, so I could build a fish pond. This actually took me much longer. Oh, finally another one. 2 of these and like a million fish. There we go. That's the 5 we needed. And we got to dinner just in time. Why do I just always throw stuff on the ground? The next morning, the barn had finished being built. Also, the bookseller was in town, so I went over to see what he had. Oh, there's a second part to this book. I guess I'll buy it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't notice a difference. Then finally, I bought the fruit saplings to try and plant them in the greenhouse. And before returning to the farm, I accepted another quest. Robin wanted me to collect 1,000 pieces of wood. I'm just gonna do this because it's easy. Back in the greenhouse, I assumed you would need to put the trees in these pots. I also tried the soil, but that didn't work either. Wow, I really thought you'd be able to plant these in here. Then, while trying to get the pot to work again, this happened. Wait a minute, what did I just do? I can grow it straight on the ground? I feel like I might have just wasted it. Can I plant the other ones? Oh, I can plant them in like random spots, weird. I can plant this one here. I'm unsure why this worked, but I wasn't gonna complain. Yes, I didn't need these garden pots, but we have all these planted now. Then I went to the ocean to catch some seaweed. I needed 5 for the pond. Perfect, that should be all the seaweed we need. Robin was closed by the time I finished, so I decided just to collect 1,000 pieces of wood for the quest. That was so easy. The following morning, I started upgrading to iridium sprinklers in my greenhouse. Then I crafted oil makers for the new shed. Start with 10 of these. Plus this one. I can already smell the money. Finally, making my way to Robin's to build the pond. I need to move the barn. I'm thinking either here or farther down this way. But I don't know if I can move it with all the animals not in it. So I won't be doing that yet. Right now, I'll throw the fish pond here. I'm running really low in hardwood. I need to get some mahogany trees planted. So I built a little tree area to grow mahogany trees. Alright, I'm hoping doing something like this stops all the seeds from growing everywhere. Like how when I did this one, how there's just trees growing constantly everywhere else. It's hard to walk through. So hopefully that fixes this. The first batch of truffle oil was ready that night. Oh yeah. Now the gold star ones. 16,000. Dang. That's enough gold to buy another pig. We are only 8 grand off of 1 million, so we are bound to hit it. And with another batch of truffle oil being ready, I would clear 1 million gold tonight. Another 16k. Then I went over to Clint's to upgrade my trash can. Thank you. My truffle oil empire was producing so much gold per day, I knew I needed more pigs. So I went over to Marnie's and purchased a couple more. Alright, we're going with the name Snooky. Welcome to the farm. And then we got the double D. Well, there goes all our money. But we should make back our money very fast with these pigs. Oh no, a fence got destroyed. Apparently, your fences broke down over time and needed to be replaced. I think I'm gonna build this, the statue of the Dwarf King. I have a ton of extra iridium right now. Yeah, let's do it. So you just touch it. +1 ore from ore nodes, greater chance to finding ladders and shafts. So I do this. I wanted to test out the statue buff, so I went and cleared the quarry. And the next morning, I hit my final goal of making over 1 million gold. We have achieved total earnings of 1 million that night, so we've done it. Now that I hit all my goals, I needed new ones, since there was still a season and a half left. So I decided I wanted to try and make 2 million gold, and uncover as much on Ginger Island as possible. 12 seeds, that's really big. That's gonna fill out a lot of the space. Ooh, the fishing pond's already done. Okay, so we just take a fish and put it in there, I believe. And our best fish is the crimson fish, the one we caught a long time ago. Oh, I think we just put one. I'm not so sure though. Hopefully that thing's still alive. It's been in that chest for about a year. That day, I headed to the skull cavern. Oh my gosh, look at this. That was extremely satisfying. Another prismatic shard. A decent trip. Not too much stuff, but we gotta go back. I brought 10 iridium bars with me so I could purchase the desert totem though. That way we can just teleport here whenever we want. There we go. And I brought all my artifact troves. I'll buy one desert totem just because then I'll have it for the future and then spend the rest on these. Now we have 6 artifact troves and 3 gold mystery box. The wine was done the next day. Oh yeah. These were the best days. 51,000. And I created 11 more kegs, almost filling the shed with them. I only need like 6 more kegs or something like that. Then I took care of things around the farm. Whoa, the pond turned different color. Another fence destroyed. I need to upgrade these fences. I guess I'll just slowly upgrade it to stone. That looks kind of funny. Before heading to Clint's to collect my upgraded trash can. Also to have him open the troves. Mystery shirt. Alright, I gotta wear the whole outfit. Now I just need the mystery pants. I took all the new artifacts to Gunther's and got them donated. We're actually getting pretty close to finishing all the artifacts as well as the minerals. I returned to the desert to finish a quest I had forgotten about. I forgot I'd give Kent a star fruit. This was a long time ago task, but I'm gonna buy a star fruit so I can grow this. I'm just gonna grow it in this. I should not have grown it in a pot because it required me to hand water it every day. Oh, what's happening with Jojamart? That night, Jojamart got struck with lightning, opening a crack in the front door. Does that mean I can go in there? 51,000. My gate broke. I can't even get in there. You know, this is a great time to do some construction. I shut the pen door and removed all the fences around the barn. I would come back later and rebuild it, but I wanted to move the barn first. So then I headed over to Jojamart to see what had happened. What is this? Abandoned Jojamart. Wine, dinosaur mayonnaise, prismatic shard, caviar, void salmon, ancient fruit. So I just need to figure out how to make caviar or where I catch a void salmon. But I can get these done pretty easily. I made a trip to Krobus because I remembered he sold a void egg. So maybe he had the void salmon also. Oh, I can buy the star drop for 20,000. But I was thinking maybe you put a void egg in a pond. I don't know if that's possible though. But I'm gonna buy the star drop. I found out he had a star drop, so that worked out nicely. The only thing is, I would think you'd need to put void roe in here, because the void egg seems to be a void chicken. Yeah, I really don't think this is it. I returned to Ginger Island to do more exploring that day, and hopefully find more golden walnuts. I really struggled to figure out how to get these things. I just need a couple more. Can I reach up there? Until I finally made a breakthrough. Oh, let's go. So there's stuff in the circles in the ground. Oh, yeah, this is much easier than fishing them out. I managed to find a couple, but I just needed one more. All right, well, I thought chopping on the trees might do it, but that didn't help. I thought maybe I could find it fishing since I just needed one more. Boy, was I wrong. At this rate, I'm starting to think it was just a glitch that I got those walnuts. That or it's like capped out at a certain point, because I have not gotten one in A lot of fishing attempts. This is the final cast. Just kidding, this is the final cast. Yeah, I'm giving up on that. I got other things I could be doing. Dang. So I returned to the farm frustrated. I had a letter from the mayor waiting for me. Stardew Valley Fair is happening tomorrow. All the pumpkins are the first batch I guess is harvestable. But since the fair is tomorrow, I need to go buy pumpkin seeds ASAP before Pierre's closes so I can replant them tomorrow. Hopefully I can make it in time. So I purchased a ton more pumpkin seeds from Pierre. I think 250 would be fine. I think I had some left over also. Actually, shoot, I just realized if I plant these, will I not have enough days for these to grow? They might not have enough days to grow because they need 13 days, and I don't know if today counts as one. Let me see what other seeds he has. I guess I'm just have to go with the yam seeds. 10 days, that will guarantee that they'll grow, but now I just have a ton of pumpkin seeds left over. So I'll replant as many pumpkin seeds as I can today, and hopefully they're done by the 28th. Harvesting with the scythe was such a quality of life upgrade. Oh, that's so much better. And I got the pumpkin seeds replanted. The next morning, the fish produced the first row. That sells for so much. I'll toss the preserve jars back down right here. That should make us some good money. Then I harvested the remaining pumpkins and got the yam seeds planted. Since it was the day of the festival, I grabbed my highest rated things I could think of and brought them with me. I set up my stall and had the mayor do his judging. I better have won. Oh, I actually got first, winning 1,000 star tokens. I could buy a prize ticket with these, or I could double it. It's always green. You always win gambling. Just remember that. So I purchased the prize ticket and a couple other things. All right, we gotta also take the fedora, and I guess we'll take a rug. Ooh, I look nice, but I gotta keep wearing the hat. Oh yeah, that's what my house was missing. The following morning, I chopped all the trees I was using for sap to make more room for the barn. Perfect. Now we're gonna move the barn down here. So I headed to Robin's and had her move the barn a little south. Then I could put like another fish pond here maybe. And eventually I'll probably remove these and put another fish pond there. I also had her build a slime hutch. This said that slimes produce slime balls. I'll be honest, I never saw a single slime ball being made. Now that my barn was moved, it was time to build new fencing. There we go. Now they should have much more room. And we'll put grass in there as well. I'm not sure why I thought this would be enough grass. Looking nice. They already ate the grass over there. Okay, so it's not as much oh my gosh. And there goes the other grass. All the grass is already gone. A couple of my mahogany trees finished growing, so I chopped them down and got them replanted. Then I went and started upgrading my pan before heading back to Ginger Island. 5 taken by monsters in the Fire Mountain. I'm sorry, that was stupid. So I headed back to Fire Mountain, and I still couldn't figure out how to cross this lava river. My little brain could not comprehend this blatant hint right in front of me. When I returned to the valley, there was a cutscene with Linus. Wait, what? He wanted me to come stand by the fire. The fire's not even going. Hey, I want to show you something. Come inside. I don't know if I want to go in there with you, Linus. But of course I did. Oh god. What is this game? Learned how to craft wild bait. Nice. I returned to the farm and came up with this idea. I'm thinking maybe I can wear these firewalker boots in the lava. It says these can withstand the hottest magma. The next morning, Marlon visited me and gave me a slime egg to incubate in the slime hutch that just finished building. Green slime egg. So I tossed it in the incubator. But I needed my watering can to fill up the trough, which I never carried with me. So I went to grab it, accepting a quest for Pam first. You need a battery? I got you, Pam. Do I just dump my water into this? Oh yeah. Then I went to head back to Ginger Island, dropping the battery off to Pam on the way. I was really hoping these boots were the answer to crossing the lava. Alright, please work, boots. Dang it. I really thought that was it. How do I get across? Wait, What if I just dump water? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. That's so obvious. I finally put it together. Thankful that I had filled the slime troughs this morning. This led to a new dungeon inside the mountain, with a couple new items like cinder shards and a couple new monsters. Yes! I got the 10th, but I finally got the golden walnuts I needed to move the turtle. What is that? It's like a robot. Oh no! Yeah, I could tell that was about to happen. We're up to 12 already. I'm gonna come back and do this because I want more time in here. I don't know how many levels it is. And I'm gonna go turn in the 10 golden walnuts first. So I made my way back to the beach and gave the parrot the walnuts he asked for. Oh my gosh, they're vicious. That was crazy. This unlocked a whole new area. What is this? This looks like a new farm. Repair sleeping hut. I need 20 more. Oh my gosh, this island is massive. And I met a new person. She gave me an old war memento and asked me to use it to find a keepsake that belonged to her husband. Huh. I can't like look at it or anything. Alright. I didn't know what to do with it, so I went back to exploring. Oh, another walnut. You hear a strange voice behind the door. Only the greatest walnut hunters may enter here. I gotta get 100 of them. There's another one. What is this? There's probably some pattern you have to play it. You need to copy the pattern it plays for you, and it gets progressively harder. I did it wrong. It's getting too late for this. There's so much stuff I need to do over here. Oh, I could just come down right here. Thank you. There's also one right over here too. Oh, there's a bird here now as well. 10 to fix the bridge. Probably free the person over there. There's so much I gotta do here. I need to go back and prepare to come back. I finished the day by collecting all my wine. Oh yeah, look at all this money. Nice little 48,000. I went to Clint's the next morning to get my pan, and then headed back to Ginger Island, with the goal of getting deeper in the Fire Mountain dungeon. Deluxe pirate hat. That's sick. Oh, that might be better than the top hat. With that, I had a new look. Ooh, that gave me 2. I managed to reach level 5. There was a shortcut I could buy for 5 walnuts and another dwarf shop. Cinder Clown shoes. That's the best shoes I've seen so far. They're 100 cinder shards. That only costs 10 diamond. I have a ton of diamonds. I could buy this. There's an island warp that I should buy, but actually it's only 10,000. I'll buy this. And I'll buy the ginger ale recipe. It's only 1,000. I decided to push on through the dungeon. That day was ending soon, so I went as fast as I could through it. Finally reaching the top. Oh, I made it. What is this? Oh, of course, another prismatic shard. This anvil enchants your gear. So I put this here. I'm guessing the shard. Crusader. I don't know what that does, but okay. I'm also unsure how I get back. There's a walnut there, though. Nice, we're at 15 now. I have 1 hour. Please take me to the exit. Oh, yes. I'm gonna use some of the walnuts to go across the bridge here because I feel like I will get something out of this. Probably more walnuts. This area had new rocks that gave you bone fragments. Also, it had rocks that gave you clay. But I really wanted to free whoever was stuck in that cave. Okay, I thought I would be able to let him out. Maybe a bomb will do it. Oh, that worked. I found a man that had been stuck there for months. He was a professor doing research on the island and told me to pay him a visit at his tent. I should be able to get all the walnuts up here now. Only 1 walnut? He told me that if I find ancient bones on the island, to bring them to him. Also, I needed to report how many purple flowers there were. What? Report the number of purple flowers present on the island? No clue. Hundreds, it looks like. I returned to the island farm and started clearing space. Ooh, we got a snake vertebrae. Maybe go bring that to the dude. And a fossilized ribs. I decided to clear this area as well, hoping to find more skeletons. I was able to find 2 feet bones while doing that. and got them donated. I decided I would try and count the purple flowers on the island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my god, they're everywhere. 14. Yeah, I'm not doing that. The answer is 18 to 24. Maybe I will do that. I already counted 14. Not too many more I should be able to find, right? 15, 16. No, I don't remember counting these ones. 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, there's an X right here. That's gotta be something. Oh, yep. Golden walnut. 21. 22. Alright, I should have just guessed the max, but I'm gonna go 22. The next morning, I went back to the professor to guess at how many flowers there were. Wow. I can't believe I got that right. Next, it wanted me to count the purple starfish. Purple starfish? I wasn't about to do that, so I'll leave that for another time. Instead, I went back to the music cave. I struggled with this a lot. No! How are you supposed to do this? Oh my god, was it? Yeah, I knew it. Yep. This is actually ridiculous. Bum 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 bum. Why do I suck at this so much? Oh, what did it end on? I have no idea. Was it I think it was another blue. Oh my gosh, I almost choked that. Alright, there we go, 3 walnuts. I decided to go back to the main farm to do the daily farming routine. We have 100 jades, meaning we can go to floor 100 instantly if we buy some staircases. All the pigs are grown up. Hey, the slime was born. Oh, it still attacks me. Am I supposed to kill it? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And unfortunately, the next 6 days of footage, I may have forgotten to press the record button. The worst part is that quite a lot of stuff happened, so I'll give my best rundown of all the major events. Starting with, I donated most of the bones to the professor on Ginger Island. And then it got really interesting. Up in the mountains, the wizard told me of his ex-wife and how he locked her out of the valley with this enchanted lock. His wife was apparently very evil, but she had some magical ink he needed, so of course he asked me to go get it. But first, I had to get the key for the enchanted lock, which was a dark talisman given to Krobus. So I visited Krobus, and he unlocked a passage that went deeper into the sewers, where I caught a new fish called a slimejack and found the dark talisman. When I returned to the mountain, I unlocked the enchanted lock and went inside. Inside was a goblin guarding the witch's house, and he wouldn't move for me. But I ended up finding a book in Gunther's library saying goblins love void mayo. So I made some void mayo and gave it to the goblin. He was very happy and moved right out of the way, giving me access to the witch's house. Inside, I found the magical ink and returned it to the wizard. The wizard was very pleased and gave me the ability to buy new things. A Junimo hut, which harvested your crops for you, a golden clock that made it so weeds and stuff stopped growing, and obelisks that could teleport you to different locations. During this time, I also unlocked a new mastery point, using it on the combat mastery, giving me the ability to use trinkets. Also, I finished filling the greenhouse with ancient fruit and even more fruit trees. I purchased 3 more pigs, Hubba, Bubba, and Noonie. I gave Kent that star fruit he asked for weeks ago, harvested and sold all my crops, and using the money I made, I bought the catalog from Pierre and redid the wallpaper and floors in my house. Lastly, I prepared to do another deep dive into the Skull Cavern for even more loot. That's most of what happened, and now it is the first day of winter and I had 200,000 gold. I headed over to the Skull Cavern and began the descent. While down there, I received my first trinket. Brown frog egg summons a hungry frog companion. Oh nice, I get this little guy following me around. That's cool. You just ate that thing? I also got my first golden animal cracker, which I actually received earlier, but I didn't realize at the time. Golden animal cracker. Things got intense down there. But I finished another Monster Slayer goal.
What is that?
And found another trinket.
Magic quiver shoots magic arrows at nearby enemies every 2 seconds. Well, that might be better than the frog.
The magic quiver was very good, and it quickly became my favorite trinket.
I'm not gonna make it back. Oh no, I fell asleep.
What an extremely successful trip.
Golden animal cracker, 300 iridium. This magic quiver, which sounds kind of cool.
Very good. I went to the desert the next morning and turned my geodes into troves. Then I brought them to Clint to open. I didn't get any new artifacts from them, but I did get a book that increased how much I sell artifacts for. I realized at this point there was no footage of the past 6 days, so I went around trying to reenact stuff for you guys for the rest of the day. I found out you could plant fiber seeds the following day. I'm not really sure when I unlocked this.
You can grow fiber seeds any season, so I should be just growing these right now.
So I made a ton of them and got them all planted. Then I headed back to Ginger Island because I wanted to find the remaining fossils. When I found my first golden coconut.
A golden coconut. Hey.
And a new artifact. You could ask the professor for hints, and he told me that I could find the missing fossils by panning. There were no panning spots on the river, so I left to open my golden coconut.
Thank you. We have 16 now, and we need 20 to repair the house.
Gus was requesting another 24 eggs.
I've got so many eggs. I'll do that tonight.
So I happily accepted it and went to grab some.
Only 42 left over. Plus whatever this is.
When I entered the bar, Gus told me of how Pam hasn't paid her tab in weeks. So I straight up told her she needed to pay.
Pam, you're an alcoholic.
And she got very upset. But she did end up paying it off. Then I delivered the eggs to Gus. And I bought a ton of coffee, which I turned into triple espressos. I wouldn't be sleeping for a while. I returned to Ginger Island the next day and found another walnut while harvesting some taro root I had planted during the missing video portion. I found a new sapling while killing some slimes too.
Mango sapling. That's new. There we go. Another one. I'm gonna put this down here.
The parrot told me to help the man in the tent to find more golden walnuts, so that was my goal. And I started panning like the professor told me to.
Oh, we found the tail. And another golden coconut. That should have another golden walnut in it, hopefully. We just need the head and the tail to the snake.
The next hint he gave me was to look inside golden coconuts, so it seemed like I could find fossils in them too. I searched with no luck. On my way back to the farm that night, I tried catching this jellyfish, but ended up catching a new fish instead.
Ooh, a lionfish.
In the morning, the wizard requested I bring him an iridium bar.
I can bring that to you easily.
I grabbed a bar and brought it to him.
5,000 gold easily.
Then I brought my golden coconut to Clint.
Where's Clint?
It was Friday, and Clint didn't work on Fridays.
What are you doing in here?
I could never remember this though, and it will become a common theme.
You're just gonna stand there and stare at that thing? Yeah, it is depressing.
So I returned to Ginger Island and found this strange bird.
Oh, just poop that out?
And took a guess at the island survey.
16? I don't know.
Also, I managed to find another golden coconut.
Alright, now I have 2 golden coconuts. I really need Clint to work.
I decided to start bringing items to the Jojamart bundle the next day.
I just realized this wine's not high enough level actually for the Jojamart.
And my ancient fruit farm was in full go. Also, thankfully, I was constantly harvesting the mystic syrup because they would come in hand down the road big time. Then I went over to Jojamart.
So this is what I have so far. But I need to make better quality wine and then figure out this.
After I went to Clint's.
Hey, you're working. I need bones. Give me bones. Dang it. No bones. So back to island I have to go.
Back on the island, I wasn't able to find another golden coconut. However, I did find another walnut.
Yes, golden walnut out of that.
I needed one more for the house on the island. So I headed into the mountain, hopeful I would find it.
Whoa, dragon tooth. Yes, the last one. I'm gonna go do that unlock now that we have 20 of them. So I returned to the island farm. 20 walnuts, yep. Oh, nice. Now we could stay on the island overnight, making it much easier to collect stuff. Oh, and it comes with the shipping bin too. All right, I'm feeling it. This is the lucky guess. 17. Oh my gosh. This better be the best golden coconut and have exactly what I need. I went back to the dungeon and I was still finding more golden walnuts in there. I should have just been in here looking for the walnuts. That's 5 already in here. I also found another combat trinket. Summons level 4 fairy companion that heals you in combat situations. Oh my god, it's like Tinkerbell following me around. I like this quiver better. I found a cave the next morning. Wait, has this cave been here the whole time? No way, this is brand new. It's got to be. It had a strange frog inside who requested I grow crop on the island. That sweet delight, which is both pink and juicy. Probably melons? I returned to the valley so I could get melon seeds and have Clint open the golden coconut. But of course it was locked. The Festival of Ice? No. On my way back, I accepted a new quest to harvest 100 ginger. 100 pieces of ginger. Got you. Nobody's even at the Festival of Ice. I've seen everybody. Then I got the kegs emptied and refilled. Then headed to the festival. And of course won the fishing competition. 69,000. We're at 1.5 million now. I sold the ginger I currently had for the quest. Then brought my items to Gus to be opened. Dang it. That is not what I needed. I crafted a couple sprinklers to bring to Ginger Island, and then found my fruit trees had grown. Oh, all these trees are going fruit now. I can make a jar of peaches. I finally started making the peach jelly for the raccoon. Then returned to Ginger Island, setting up the sprinklers and planting the melons. I found another one of these colorful birds. These would be important later on. Then I went searching for golden coconuts. Snake vertebrae! But first I gotta take my daily guess. Oh my gosh, it was 18. Let's go. I get a reward. And donated the final bone for the snake. 3 golden walnuts for that. And a mango seed. What do we have to do to find the last one? Inside a golden coconut. I've opened up a couple golden coconuts and there's been nothing inside them. I ended the day planting the mango sapling. I made sure to collect the ginger around the island every day. Halfway there and shipping 100 ginger. Before I went walnut hunting in the mountain. That was 10. Nice. So we can buy the transportation thing now, which will be nice for getting around this island. Whoa, this one actually is almost better than my galaxy sword. Gives you +5 attack. If I enchant it, it might be better. I made my way to the top and found some weird monkeys. I tried hitting one with my fishing rod, and discovered I could fish in the lava. Lava eel. Wow, that was not easy to catch. That sells for 1,300. That's crazy. The next day, I made my way to the Parrot Express. I could now quick travel all around the island. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Then I went and asked the parrot for a hint. Hidden down Fire River? Oh, I think I know what it's talking about. At the entrance, if I go down to like one of the sides. There is something over here. Oh, that's how you get out here. I also discovered that there were hidden paths in certain areas. I could have come through here the whole time. Oh, wait, there's a path like right through here of items. This one was a challenge for me, but I just started shooting my slingshot and that helped me realize where I actually was. Oh wait, I'm over here. Oh, I got it. I don't know how I ended up all the way over here, but I got it. My peach jelly had finished the next day, so I brought it down to the raccoon. There you are. Finishing the bundle. This gave me a new book. Raccoon Journal. We'ds have a greater chance to yield mixed seeds. Cool.
and I found a new artifact on the way back to the farm.
An ancient drum that's new.
All the fiber was ready to be harvested as well, so I harvested it all up. This was super satisfying.
Wow, 1181 fiber. Pretty good. I have 44 fiber seeds. I might as well plant them again.
So I got the seeds planted. Then to Clint's again to have him open a mystery box I found.
I swear this guy is just never here.
Again, on a Friday. The bookseller was in town, so I traded him a few books for artifact troves and bought a new book.
Alright, well I might as well buy this. I have a little bit extra change. I need to get the horse though.
I came back to my fence absolutely destroyed.
I might as well take this down. And have these things done anything yet? Nope. I kind of started to think I need to kill them. Are they just trying to stay warm? What are they doing?
The following day, Willie requested a lingcod. Then I went to the island to do my daily ginger harvesting, before getting distracted by the worm thing.
This guy is insanely tough. Wait, have I dug here? That one was such a giveaway, and I literally hadn't done it yet.
I found a golden coconut and a new shirt though.
Ooh, I like the necklace. Wait, what does it look like? I need some light. Yeah, that goes well with the pirate hat. That's what we're wearing.
I realized I had enough ginger to finish the shipping challenge the next day. After, I managed to find another artifact while waiting for Clint to open, and got it donated.
Yeah, we're just missing one artifact now, and it looks like it probably is a bone piece. And I still can't believe we haven't found whatever this is. Give me the skeleton. Dang it. Got my 10 diamonds too.
Then headed back to the island. So I made my way back through the mountains dungeon to the dwarf, where I purchased the diamond book. This gave me the chance to find diamonds in any rock, and decided to purchase the shortcut out for 5 walnuts. The next day, I found out I needed to also harvest 100 ginger.
Oh, if I don't harvest 100 ginger, it doesn't count? That's kind of lame.
In the jungle, I found a third different color bird. After, I returned to the valley, and had a beer in the mail from Pam.
I found it in a drawer somewhere, thought you could use it. Pam, why do you have that in your drawer?
Then I planted a mango sapling in my greenhouse, and collected finished wine. The night market was happening that night, so I checked it out, and purchased a few things.
Ooh, stone frog, I'm taking that. Very zen.
The next morning, I realized I hadn't been to the quarry in a while, so I did some blast mining. Then accepted a quest to kill 50 skeletons, so I headed to the mine and started slaying them. Near the end of the day, I was only halfway there, and came to the realization that this was a waste of time.
What am I doing this for?
So I went to the night market and bought more things.
Stone parrot and suit of armor.
I returned to Ginger Island the next morning, and placed the items I'd bought.
Oh yeah. 3 omnigeodes.
After finding those 3 omnigeodes, I remembered the treasure totem I'd unlocked. This would give me a ton of treasure spots to dig up.
I need to make some of these. Hardwood, mystic syrup, moss. I have a pretty decent amount of mystic syrup, I think. I gotta go back to their base to do that.
Before returning, I checked out the dig site.
Oh my gosh. Another golden coconut. Will this be our lucky one? And skull. I'm starting to think their skull's not in this, even though the archaeologist keeps saying that.
Then I returned to the farm and crafted some of the totems.
Got 7 of these. Hopefully this gives me something decent.
And I rushed back to the beach.
Oh, it's 5 p.m. right now.
It would have to wait until the next day, so I decided to purchase even more items. I had mail letting me know that my Winter Star secret person was Sebastian the next morning, meaning I needed to bring him a gift during the festival. Then I went back to Ginger Island to use the treasure totems.
Oh no, I missed out on some. I need to find a bigger area to do this.
The loot was crazy from the totems.
Oh my gosh, I got 3 golden coconuts from that.
So I went through all of them.
Look at the loot we got from that. 15 golden coconuts, 16 troves, 96 omnigeodes.
and 2 golden animal crackers, which reminds me I haven't used my first one I got yet, but we'll do that later. I'm gonna see if I can make it back in time to open all these. Oh wait, he closes at 4. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do them tomorrow. I don't think I'll have time to get back in there. But if I don't get it in 15 golden coconuts, then I know I'm doing something wrong, and that's not where you get the skull. After I went and placed all the items I bought from the night market, my army is growing. Yeah, it's kind of sick. Maybe these ones can go here. Then the parrot told me there was a hidden shrine in the rainforest. I wasn't able to find it though, so I returned to the valley, making a visit to the desert to exchange my geodes. I got 40 artifact troves out of that. Gonna be a big unboxing tomorrow at Clint's. I collected more wine in the morning. 76,000. Jeez. Then I headed to Clint's. No, where are you going? This guy just doesn't work on Fridays. How do I always come here on Fridays? Okay, I'll do it myself. Okay, let's go harvest some ginger. I went back to the mountain with prismatic shards to enchant my gear after, rushing through the dungeon, but making an unfortunate realization when I got to the top. Oh my god, I didn't bring cinder shards with me. Really? And I swear those monkeys were laughing at me. I actually completely forgot I could just run through this up to the top. I'm just gonna go back and see Clint tomorrow. Nothing really went quite right for me that day. At least I made 80,000 coins. I harvested the fiber that had grown that morning, then headed to Clint's. Alright, we'll start with the troves, I guess. Actually, let's start with these and then do the troves. And then we'll finish with these. Alright, I lied. We're gonna run out of inventory space if we do all these next. So we're gonna do these next. But we got a book of mysteries. So we have a greater chance to find mystery boxes. We have not found that yet. Give us what we need. What is that? Golden helmet. That's pretty sick. This is not looking good, guys. No. Hey, that's new. We got a banana tree. The only bad part is we have 2 left. Alright. This is the last one. If we don't get the skull here, I'm kind of convinced it's not in these. And a mango sapling. I really thought it would be there. Oh yeah, coconut head. I planted the banana tree that I got in the greenhouse. Then I was convinced I was looking in the wrong spot for the animal skull. So I returned to the professor. It really sounds like it should be in the golden coconuts, but I've opened a ridiculous amount of them. Maybe they're just super rare, I guess? I don't know. I need to get some more mystic trees planted. I think I have enough for just one more. Yep. So we need to get this planted because then we can get more mystic syrup. I'm gonna clear out this area. Hey, we actually got another mastery point. Then I headed down to unlock my final mastery point. And our final unlock, fishing mastery. You feel Grandpa's hand patting your shoulder. What is that? Is that Grandpa? That looks like a potato. So we got the new advanced iridium rod. So that's cool, but it might be a little pointless. I went over to Robin's the following day because I decided to upgrade my keg shed. I gotta buy the furniture catalog too. Why I have all this money? I mean, I might as well buy everything from her shop. I'll take the furniture catalog, sure. That's a big chunk of change, but I'm still sitting over 100K. This catalog let you get any piece of furniture for free. So I did some major refurnishing. Oh yeah, first thing I gotta do, upgrade the TV. I can make a couple more of these. I'm gonna do it. Alright, I got 3 more. Hopefully that gives us something decent. I went to Krobus to see if he had anything new in his shop for decorations the next day. I'm buying both these. And just coincidentally, I tried to catch a fish. No way, there's just a legendary fish. Oh, I got it. Mutant carp, you caught one of the legendary fish. So now I need to build a new pond to put this one in. We still need quite a few fish though. Also, Gus wanted another 24 eggs. Gus, this is too easy. But I wanted to return to the island first to use the treasure totems. Ooh, the melons are done. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is this. 5 more golden coconuts. We also got 5 more mahogany seeds so we can make another mystic tree.
That's good at least. Now let's go talk to that frog. The frog was happy with the melons I grew and gave me 5 more golden walnuts. Then he asked me to grow a new crop. Long yellow thing that tickles the skin and waves in the wind. Long yellow thing? What the heck? Oh, he's got to be talking about wheat. All right, I can grow some wheat. I finally harvested enough ginger for the quest. Hey, that was enough. There we go. Complete. Which reminded me I had a couple unfinished quests. I totally forgot to bring Gus the coconut. I will do that. And I'll also bring him the eggs. I returned to the valley and collected a ticket. And I made it back in time to open my golden coconuts at Clint's. You better find it for me. Nope, that's not it. Oh my gosh, we needed that. Perfect. Thank you. Now give me the skull. No. And skull. I don't know what the archaeologist guy's telling me, but I don't think the skulls are in the coconuts anymore. I got a star drop tea as a reward from the ticket, which means I have 4 now. Then rush back to the island before Willie shuts his doors to plant the wheat seeds. Oh, I got 13 mahogany seeds in here. I'll take a coconut for Gus. Then I headed to the farm to get eggs from Gus and got them delivered. Oh my... I didn't want to give that to you. I'll be back. Done and done. That night, I crafted a couple more mystic tree seeds and got them planted. Gus paid me a visit in the morning. I don't know. It's kind of cold and snowy. Gifting me a mini jukebox. And I was given the solar panel recipe. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's better than lightning rods. Also, my shed was done upgrading. I'm gonna need more kegs. I was lacking on oak resin, so I decided I needed to grow more oak trees. So I grabbed a ton of seeds and brought them to the desert, where I got them all planted and hoped that they would grow. I wanted to build another pond, but needed seaweed. So I headed to the beach and started fishing. We did it. That should be enough seaweed for another fish pond. The next morning, I cleared space for the new fish pond, then headed to Robin's to purchase it. It was the winter festival tomorrow, so she wouldn't start working on it for a couple of days. I went to check on my trees in the desert after. Hey, the trees are growing. That's good. I was kind of nervous they wouldn't. I'd been putting off this quest, but made this realization randomly. I'm wondering if I have to show this to Kent. It's a soldier, but I don't even remember what I did with the picture. Oh, here it is. The picture shocked him. Where did you find this? And for some reason, he gave me gourmet tomato salt in return. Wait, what? So I show him an old picture and he gives me gourmet tomato salt? Is this what I'm supposed to bring to her? Maybe I give it to Gus. It seems like Gus wanted the tomato salt and he gave me a rose for it. I thought Emily would want it, but she didn't. She said her friend that lived far away would though. I figured Robin lived kind of far away. Robin said show it to Evelyn though. Evelyn, if you're not awake right now, I'm gonna be very upset. So I took it to Evelyn. Oh my gosh. Did I show it to Emily? Yes, I showed it to Emily first. I was absolutely lost at this point. So the farthest person that lives from here is like the wizard. Could it be the wizard? Yeah, of course it's not you. What am I doing? The next morning, I went to go look at what Sebastian liked and made this realization. Oh, I just got sidetracked and I think it probably goes to Sandy, the person I need to bring it to. Sebastian loves sashimi. That's easy. I'll bring that for him. So I made the sashimi and headed to the desert. Really? Locked? And I was right. Sandy took the rose and gave me a new item. Advanced TV remote. That's George for sure. When I returned to town, the festival had started, so I couldn't give him the remote. But I found Sebastian and gave him the sashimi. Who doesn't want to plate a sashimi for Christmas? My gift giver was Sam, who gave me a nautilus shell. He definitely found that on the way here. After the festival, I checked on my wine, and it was ready to be collected. The next morning, I brought the remote to George. Arctic Shard. I gotta bring this to Clint for sure. Clint unfortunately did not want it, so I brought it to the wizard. Wriggling worm. Off to Willie I go. Oh my gosh, I finally got it, the pirate's locket. This had to be the item the lady was looking for. There you go. Out of appreciation, she taught me a new recipe. Cool, so we learned fairy dust, and that was the one that automatically... Or what was it? Yeah, so this automatically finishes product, so this is really good. Plus, we have a decent amount of diamonds, but I need to grow some fairy roses, it looks like. The wheat had finished, so I went to talk to the frog. He was happy with the wheat and gave me more walnuts as a reward. I had enough walnuts for the trading hut, so I went and purchased it. Where did this guy come from? Oh cool, we can buy golden coconuts here for 10. That's kind of a lot of coconuts. I decided to collect some coconuts to purchase golden coconuts. You got 1 or 2 from each palm tree. Alright, we bought 2 golden coconuts. Maybe tomorrow's our lucky day. The following morning, the second fish pond had finished being constructed. Also, spring was approaching, so I decided to finally rebuild the fence for the coop. Then went into town to open the final golden coconuts of the year. We're just gonna go straight for it. Here we go. Give me it. The final chance of the year. Come on. Yes! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it took that long. I am so happy right now. Now the only thing I wanted to do was go and finish the animal skeleton. Here you are, sir. You better give me a nice reward. For completing all the skeletons, he rewarded me with a new recipe. Ostrich incubator. I can now incubate ostriches? Nice, 6 more golden walnuts and another banana sapling. And before leaving, I was determined to find the hidden shrine in the rainforest. Oh, I found it. This is the secret shrine I was talking about. The shrine told me to put the gift of the gem birds on the correct totems. I remember seeing the birds, but couldn't remember where each one was. I don't know, I remember aquamarine for sure, ruby. And I thought I saw one more, maybe like emerald. So I returned and grabbed 1 of each gem. It was too late to return to the island, so I did a little farm decoration. The next morning, I put a ton of grass starters down for the animals, since it was the last day of winter. Hopefully that's enough grass starters. Then headed to the island to solve the shrine's mystery. Okay, so it's brown here. So topaz is south. This one's definitely aquamarine. Topaz was south. I'm almost positive this is this one. I remember seeing that. I don't remember what this north one was. I'm gonna try green. Nope, this? Maybe that one was here. Oh, okay, there we go. That's what it was. So I used the 20 walnuts I had to build the resort. Wow, now we have a full resort. I have no idea what the use of this is, but that's cool. I decided to end this year at the saloon again. This year I had a little extra spending money though, so I purchased a round for everyone. Cheers everybody. And that night, Grandpa paid me a visit from the afterlife. And that is my second full year of Stardew Valley. I am just shy of 2 million total earnings. I feel like I really have a grip on what to do now in the game. That might have been too much grass. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. Also, comment game recommendations down below. Thank you.